right, there we go. We're good to go. We're live. What is going on tonight, everybody? What's up tonight, Dan?
Oh, not too much. We got general trivia tonight, guys. So a few things real quick for the uninitiated. Guys, give us a like on the video. It really does help out. Also, got 25 questions. We do have a bonus. So like I said, if you have not played before, all you got to do is type in 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the comment section, and that will be the answer that you give. Speed does count. Top 3 people in each round get a point. Person or people with the most points at the end win. So easy peasy, nothing too hard there. Look at that, we already got 18 people on. I was really hoping we would get more than Monday. I think Monday we had 23. So I don't know if it's gonna happen. Yep. Usually I feel like we're like mid-round, first round, and we get people all of a sudden on. So I don't know.
As you say, it's always like mid-round. And guys, we do have some really cool stuff that we'll be announcing very soon, probably in December sometime. Dan and I have been working on a lot of stuff, kind of in the background and everything, and you guys are really gonna enjoy it.
It's super secret, but it's super cool.
Yes.
So
everybody in here will benefit. So
yes. So all right, without further ado, I say let's get going because I can't stare at my mustache this entire time because I'm just getting distracted by its beauty. So Kyle and I were thinking of the Mount Rushmore of mustaches, and Tom Selleck, Burt Reynolds. Who else did we say? We had a couple others. Borat, Nick Offerman.
Yes. Raleigh Fingers.
General Burnside from the Civil War. He literally had the sideburns named after him. So,
Borat.
Borat, yep.
Let me fix that. There we go.
So I think I'm gonna shave everything but the mustache. I'm gonna keep it forever. Yearly. All right. Here we go. Without further ado, question number 1, round 1. What is the largest organ of the human body? The skin, the liver, the large intestine, or the heart? Yes. Will Ferrell from Anchorman does have a fantastic mustache.
Oh, yeah, he does. Okay.
Sam Elliott, I was thinking of him earlier. I'm not, and it's honestly, he's got a fantastic mustache. I just don't like him because his mustache is so big that you can't, he mumbles when he talks. Every film he's ever in, or he's in The Ranch, I think is the show's called, and every time I've seen him, you're going to mumble when he talks. He plays Thunderbolt Ross, General Thunderbolt Ross in the 2003 Hulk movie. Same thing. Just drives me up the wall because the dude doesn't enunciate when he talks. And it really drives me nuts. But he does have a sick mustache.
So yes, in typical fashion, this is
why is this happening all of a sudden? I think we are cursed. So what is the answer, Kyle? I'm assuming everyone's going with skin. I'm gonna guess.
It is one, and I'll be honest, I did not know skin was an organ.
Yeah, I didn't either. Okay, question number 2. Which U.S. state has the highest population? Texas, New York, Florida, or California?
I think these are the top 4. I'm pretty sure.
Yes, these are the top 4. What would be the 5th? Because I feel like everyone talks about the top 4, but I'm assuming Ohio maybe, or
I was thinking maybe like Arizona
or Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania's got some big cities. Well, sort of.
Yeah. I was just thinking Arizona just because I feel like everybody now, the cool thing used to be that you were moving to Florida. Now I feel like everybody's moving to Arizona.
Yeah. Yeah.
I personally wouldn't do well because I'm not good in really, really hot climates, but
I don't mind Florida, but I don't mind the hot humidity because everyone has AC. So everywhere you go is AC. Yeah. So I'm okay with that. So it is California, I'm assuming. Looks like everyone's going with California. I don't know. We got to figure that out. I don't know why it does that. But anywho, so question number 3. What year is on the flag of the U.S. state Wisconsin? 1901, 1848, 1783, or 1634? So they're all very random numbers.
See if we have any Wisconsinians or Wisconsinians or whatever you call them. Let's see if we have anybody on here. Yeah, there we go.
I don't know if that's what they're actually called. It just sounds right.
So we got a little bit, everybody kind of all over the board on this.
My gut's telling me 1848, but I'm actually going to go with 1783.
I believe think it was 1848. I think it was 1848, but I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you.
Well, I don't
See,
know why.
this is why the game needs to give us the correct answer on every one of them, like it normally does.
Yeah, because it's even the host who made the game doesn't even remember the answer. All right, question number 4. Billy Joe Armstrong is lead singer of which punk rock band? Linkin Park, Green Day, Good Charlotte, or Blink 182?
I'm curious if Dan knows this.
I do not. No.
Wow, everybody going with Green Day. It is Green Day. So just about everybody went with Green Day. So fun fact, did you know that Green Day is the only band I saw something the other day I thought it was really cool, and that's kind of how I came up with this question. Green Day is the only band actively, I think, that has had a top 5 hit, I think, for the last 4 decades.
That's crazy.
So something like that. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was, but it was really, I was like, really? Like, I mean, I love Green Day, but I would not have expected it to be them.
Yeah, they're okay.
Yeah, they're okay.
They're okay.
They got like 5 or 6 slappers.
Yeah. All right, question number 5. During which American Civil War campaign did Union troops dig a tunnel beneath Confederate troops to detonate explosives underneath them? The Siege of Vicksburg, the Siege of Petersburg, the Gettysburg Campaign, or Antietam Campaign?
So Mitch says it was 1848 earlier. All right. So we were right about that. Do you know the answer to this one, Dan?
Well, by process of elimination, like I said, I had a weird obsession with the Civil War when I was a kid. I know it's not the Gettysburg Campaign. And I believe it's not the Antietam Campaign. I believe it's the Siege of Vicksburg. Is that correct?
Yes. I believe it is, yes.
So, what's crazy is the Civil War is the bloodiest war in American history. For us, for the United States. Obviously, we're fighting each other, but like the casualty rate in the Civil War was so much higher than the Revolution because the invention of the mini ball, which is a rifled bullet, the first of its kind, which made firing a gun much more accurate. And also, like, the mini ball is like literally a 50 caliber size bullet. Like, that literally takes a chunk of someone's head off if you hit them with it. It's just kind of scary. But all right, anyway.
By the way, we're at 24 peeps now.
Yes. All right. So looks like Dirk, Bobby, and Stephanie all place with a point going into round 2.
Look at that. A lot of people getting 5. See, my typical, give them nice softball questions to start off.
Yep.
And then we get a little bit tougher.
Yeah, well, you're setting yourself up there. You better actually come follow through with the tougher questions. We'll see.
I'm hoping I do. These general ones are always fun to make, but you never know because like certain people are really good at certain subjects. So it's always interesting to see like round by round who does well.
That's true.
Because some rounds might have like a couple of sports questions or a couple of movie questions or something like that.
That is a fair point. Stephanie says Green Day was a thing for 40 years. Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Apparently, yeah, it shocked me.
For 4 decades, not necessarily 40 years.
Oh, yeah, okay, yes, yeah, good. That's a good point. Oops. The heck? Oh, okay, yeah, that is the right question. Sorry, I was thinking it was the one from earlier. Okay, what state is the largest in the U.S.? Washington, Texas, California, or Alaska? Sorry about that, guys. I was thinking that was the one earlier what was it? The most populated one.
Yeah.
I was looking, I'm like, did I not change the question on this round?
So largest in terms of size, I'm assuming we're talking about, which is not even close. It's Alaska, I think, by Alaska's enormous. And
yeah, Alaska's huge.
Funny thing about Alaska is it's kind of like, the United States got a lot of land out of, people talk about like the Louisiana Territory, like we screwed the French over. But if you think about it, the French had no choice because they didn't have an army or the money when Napoleon at the time to defend the territory. So we were either going to take it or buy it. They may as well make a little money off of it. Mm-hmm. Same with Alaska. Alaska, the Russians couldn't really defend, so just why not sell it to us?
All right, number 2. How many stars are on the flag of New Zealand? 6, 5, 4 or 3. See if we have any New Zealanders here. Do they have a cool name? Because I feel like New Zealand and Australia get lumped into like the same
people.
Yeah, so because they call them Aussies for Australia. Like, do they have something cool for New Zealand?
If I had to guess, yes. I just don't know what it is.
And do they have like a cool catchphrase? Because I feel like Australia, it's like, good day, mate.
Or
maybe that's just me. I don't know. There's my shitty Australian impression. So
yeah, that's okay. Do you know that like 95% of Australia?
Oh, there we go. Okay, Brian says Kiwis.
Yeah, perfect. Oh, yeah, we got a couple people saying Kiwis. That's a badass name. Why don't we have something like that? We're just Americans. That's boring.
Nah, I like Americans. It just sounds powerful.
Patriotic.
All right, number 3. How long is an Olympic swimming pool in meters? 75, 50, 25, or 100?
I'm trying to remember. Okay, is a meter? No, a yard's 3 feet. What's a meter? I'm trying to remember. I don't know. I was never good at math.
I'm trying to. I swam in high school. I'm trying to remember. Was it in yards or meters, like the pool in high school, or was it feet?
No, I think it was yards. I'm pretty sure in high school, I feel like the pools are in feet, unless it's an Olympic pool.
Oh, I'm trying to remember. No, I think it was meters. Oh man, now I can't remember.
See, look at that. We got. Katie says 3 feet 4 inches. Stephanie says 39 inches. Thank you, Katie, for actually putting it out. Stephanie says 39 inches. Like I'm gonna know exactly how long 39
inches. You're
inches
talking to Dan about math.
Jesus,
he doesn't have enough fingers and toes for that. All right, number 4. The drug cartel run by Pablo Escobar originated in which South American city? Quito, Medellin, Cali, or Bogota?
I do know this one, and I mainly know it because of the show Entourage, which Kyle got.
Absolutely. So this one's kind of all over the place. So
was it just me, or did you not understand, Kyle? Like the name, I didn't understand why they called the name of the film. I never knew how they actually they always said it weird in the show. I feel like.
Yes.
Or at least I never understood what the hell they were talking about for what does the title mean? I never understood it was a city.
Yes, yeah, no, I always thought that too. So I researched it the one day. I'm like, why do they call it Medellin? And then I read that and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes way more sense. Bobby says they either call it a yardstick or a meter stick.
Well, yeah, okay.
All right, number 5. Who named the Pacific Ocean? Ponce de Leon, Leif Erikson, Ferdinand Magellan, or Christopher Columbus? Curious if Dan knows this one. Because Dan didn't see it. I think Dan only made one of the questions here. I was looking for one more question, and he gave me one. But
so the Pacific, I believe, was Ferdinand Magellan, right?
Yes.
Because Ponce de Leon was after the Fountain of Youth.
Yep.
Leif Erikson was a Viking, so he's gonna be East Coast, and Christopher Columbus was East Coast. So,
yep.
But Joey says, "Happy Leif Erikson Day."
So let's see. Yeah, because this round I feel like there was a lot of different random answers. So I'm curious to see.
Do we have? Let's see. Yeah, we got 3 new peeps on the board. So we got a 6-way tie for first place going into round 3. So we have Kev with 1, Brian with 1, and then Mama S with 1. So we got Stephanie, Stevens, Dirk, Bobby, Kev, Brian, and Mama all with 1.
I'm gonna task Dan with coming up with a bonus too, because in typical fashion, I forgot the bonus.
Yeah, hey, I'm just saying, every time I make the game, there's a bonus. I might make it 3 minutes before the game starts, but all right, yeah, I got one. I got a good one.
Is it going to be an end of game bonus or a mid round super?
It'll be an end of game super. It won't be a super duper secret one this time.
All right.
It'll be the end of the game. All right, question number 1. The collapse of the Soviet Union took place in which year? 1992, 1991, 1990, or 1891?
I got to be honest. I don't know why I put 1891 in there.
You were just thinking, hey, maybe someone...
It literally makes no sense.
It doesn't, but, either you could get a typo or something. I can't explain it. I don't know why you did it.
Do you know the answer?
So I believe it's 1990, right? Or it's 1991. All I can think of is David Hasselhoff on the Berlin Wall, like doing a concert. That's all I imagine in my head. But
it's either 2 or 3. I can't remember now.
Oh my gosh.
It's a mystery box.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. All right, question number 2. Which animal can be seen on the Porsche logo? Is it a lion, a horse, or a bull? Kyle couldn't think of another animal. So he just decided to go
nothing good enough because I don't want to put like a rabbit on there. Like, who's going to put a rabbit on a car? If they do, they're going to be out of business real quick.
Maybe someone has before. I don't know. I doubt it.
Ooh, all over the place on this one. What do you think, Dan?
The Porsche logo is a horse.
Yes, it is a horse.
Yeah,
I got some peeps on that one though. I almost put a bear on there. Like,
see,
that would be pretty badass.
No one using
like, like, think about it. Like if Toyota came out with like the grizzly bear for their like next SUV or something.
So I used to think Toyota's logo was not a T. It took me until like literally 2 years. I was like 25, 26 before I realized the Toyota. I always thought the Toyota was like a bullhorn.
Toyota's logo is. Hold on.
It's
now I got to pull this up on my phone. Hold on.
All right. Question number 3. What is the rarest M&M color? Red, green, brown, or blue?
Toyota logo. That's a T?
What else do you think it is? Is this supposed to be a bull? Did you think it was a bull too? Are our lives forever different now that we know these things?
I just kind of thought it was just a cool looking thing.
What do you guys think the Toyota logo is supposed to be? I always thought it was a bull, but now I'm like, oh, it's a T. It just makes sense.
Huh.
It's now that I know that I'm kind of like, wow, that sucks. That's a crappy logo now.
Yeah, now I can't unsee it, but if that's
maybe
that's a T, the Tesla logo is way cooler than Toyota.
Oh yeah, 100%. That just goes to show you can make the same thing. I want a T for my logo, and you can make it look entirely different. So Mitch says it's definitely a T. Yeah, it took me until legitimately like 2 years ago to figure that out. And took Kyle. He was today years old. So question number 4: which country consumes the most chocolate per capita? Oh, it's got to be the U.S. U.S., Switzerland, China, or Canada. China can't afford chocolate. Canada has better healthcare, so they just they don't want to eat chocolate. And the Swiss, I feel like, invented like the good chocolate, but they're just per capita, so I guess per person maybe. But I feel like if you take the people like me and like I definitely probably skew the numbers to the U.S. side because I have a lot of chocolate.
So the M&M question was brown. For anybody that answered brown, that is the rarest of the M&M colors. So this is actually Switzerland.
Really? Okay.
It is Switzerland.
I mean, it seemed like kind of almost like...
I feel like you get the fancier chocolate in Switzerland. Like, I feel like, it's the more upscale chocolate. Where here in the U.S., like, we're all about the cheap stuff.
Got the Hershey bar.
Yeah, give me some Hershey.
Yep. All right, final question, round 3. What is the most consumed manufactured drink in the world? Tea, soda, or coffee?
Does Dan know?
I believe it is coffee, and I believe it's not even close now, but maybe not. Or is it tea?
I would have went with coffee as well. It is tea.
It is tea. Okay. Well, I mean, you got people. I mean, the Brits drink tea like it's their job. China, like I know China, Japan, I think a lot of like Asian countries drink it a lot for a lot of meals and just in general. If you watch Avatar: The Last Airbender, you're gonna be like, man, I really want to try me some tea because of Uncle Iroh, but I still haven't gotten into it. I feel like I just am not patient enough for it. It's not flavorful enough, but
See,
one of these days.
Tess likes tea. Like she'll take she'll make tea in the morning and like take it to work with her, like in her
The thing.
to go thing or whatever. But I don't know. I'm not. I'll have tea if I have a sore throat. That's pretty much the only time.
Okay.
I
So
much
looks
prefer
like
coffee.
Mitchell is on the board with 1, and then we got Brian and Kev both take the lead with 2 points apiece going into the 4th round.
But it's got to be Starbucks coffee. No, I'm a coffee snob anymore.
Yeah, you really are. That's only been like the last couple months.
Dunkin' is not consistent.
Oh boy, here we go.
They are not. They are not consistent. So yes, I will gladly drive out of my way to get Starbucks because it slaps every time.
It takes 4.5 hours to make, but
so good though. See, that's why you have the mobile app. You pull over on the way there, you order it, and then it's ready right as you get there. It's perfect. All right, here we go. One. Who starred in the film okay, that makes no sense. But who starred in the 1973 movie Enter the Dragon? Jet Li, Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, or Yun Fat Chow?
Man, I'll tell you what, Enter the Dragon is one of the classic movies that I've seen so many times as a kid, like middle school, high school me. That shaped my life because and I don't particularly know why, but I think it's because I love Batman so much. And something like Enter the Dragon just is so badass. And Bruce Lee will forever be, because of that, really, that's like the only American movie. He made a lot of movies, but this was really the most mainstream one before he passed away at a really young age.
Mm-hmm.
And then 20 years later, on a movie set, his son was shot accidentally on set, just like what kind of happened recently in the Rust film set. So it's kind of just tragic. And he was only like 20.
Can we just talk about the name Yun Fat Chow?
That's a pretty alpha name, if I'm being honest.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't even know if that's a real name or not. That was actually a question the game made up. There are a few of those in here where they made it, but the majority we made. All right, number 2. What is the capital of Denmark? Odense, Copenhagen, Aarhus, I don't know, or Aalborg. This was another game question.
Interesting.
A lot of people going with 2. I think almost everybody went with 2.
What do you think it is, Dan?
I'm gonna say Aarhus.
So it actually is Copenhagen.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I don't think I would have gotten that one. Geography is not really my strong suit.
No. It really depends on what it's about. Like things like I obviously love like wars and history and stuff, but not current geography. No. Capitals. No.
Nope. All right, number 3. The element involved in making human blood red is which of the following? Iron, iridium, copper, or cobalt?
I'm gonna guess iron.
I think everybody might have went iron on that one.
I'm just thinking of X-Men 2 when Magneto's breaking out of the plastic prison. And the one guy gets like a bunch of iron like injected into his buttocks the night before from Mystique. And you remember that? And Magneto's like, too much iron in your blood and like just destroys the guy. That's pretty savage.
It is iron.
It is? Okay. Why would it make it red?
I don't know. Like I don't know, to be honest with you. I can always taste iron, but
Kyle's over there licking like doorknobs and
All right, number 4. What country invented ice cream? The US, Russia, China, or Canada?
See, Bobby says the red platelets. The red is the platelets, and the real blood is clear. It's called plasma.
Joey says it's science. Absolutely.
It's science. What country invented ice cream? I'm going to go. I said earlier, this is the one I saw, and I don't even know the answer. I think it's China. I was going with China, but I honestly, what is the answer, Kyle?
It is China.
It is China. Okay.
Yep.
I feel like when things get invented and it's like an old thing like ice cream, you got to go with China because like China invented a lot of things, like gunpowder.
China invented gunpowder?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I probably knew that, but
it's a core memory unlocked.
Yep.
All right. That's
Number 5. Which World War II battle had an average soldier life expectancy of 24 hours? Battle of the Bulge, Battle of Stalingrad, Battle of Berlin, or Battle at Midway?
This is my question.
This was Dan's question. We'll give him the glory on this one.
Kyle spelled Stalingrad wrong. You got to put an I instead of an E for Stalin. It's like Joseph Stalin.
Oh, crap.
That's okay.
The good news is I think we got a bunch of people on this one.
Man, no one given love to Stalingrad. Stalingrad was the most brutal battle of World War II. The average soldier life expectancy is 24 hours. That's insane.
Can you imagine that? Getting sent there knowing you got 24 hours left?
Because they were fighting literally door to door because the Russians were so outnumbered. They literally hidden. So the Germans had to literally go door to door and street by street try to sweep it out. And they ended up, that was the turning point of the war. Germans got turned back. And I would too, because the Russians are crazy.
Look at that. Nobody got all of them. Told you, training wheels first. You just, you progress it up.
So it looks like Dirk gets with 2 points now. Curtis is on the board with 1. And Brian pulls away with 3 points now. So Brian's got 3. Dirk and Kevin have 2. And then Curtis, Mitchell, Mama S, Bobby, and Stephanie Stevens all have 1. Going into the final round, and I do have a final question. It is a war-related question again, but not World War II.
Ooh. I think what war interests you the most?
Oh, definitely World War II, 100%. I could learn about that all day long. I watch YouTube videos on it.
I would say World War II, or honestly for me, Revolutionary War.
Oh, yeah, I love the Revolution and Civil War, but definitely World War II is just...
For me, I think the Revolutionary War, just because we watched The Patriot like an unhealthy amount of times as kids.
Oh, yeah, 100%. All right, final round, question number 1. What is the only food that cannot expire? Wheat, rice, peanut butter, or honey?
Like Tess and I watched The Patriot, I don't know, a few months ago, I guess. And that's what I said. I'm like, I hadn't seen it in quite a while. And I was like, oh my God, we used to watch this movie all the time as kids.
Yeah,
and then you realize like how gory it is. And
that is a brutal film, and like 5-year-old me should not have been watching that, but that's okay. I loved it. People's legs getting blown off. But the one thing I didn't like is like the depiction of the British in that is very inaccurate. They were not savages like shown in the film. They were very good about keeping prisoners and not like executing them and stuff. That is entirely false, but
So what's the answer on this one, Dan?
So this one is honey. Honey does not expire if it's properly cared for. Question number 2. How many differently shaped Tetris pieces are there? 8, 7, 6, or 5? Tetris is one of those games that I feel like I've played a lot over the course of my life, like in small amounts, because I get frustrated because I'm not good at it. But you see some people play and they're like ungodly good. During the pandemic, I remember I was sitting at my in-laws' house and we were watching like e-games because that was the only sports you could watch because of the pandemic. And there was this one game, people were just playing Tetris, and as it got faster and faster, these people were like lining it up with the colors, and like it was going so fast, I couldn't even comprehend what was going on. It was amazing. But yeah,
was it interesting to watch, or was it?
Honestly, it was. It really was. We were all kind of like, There was Madden too, but the problem was Madden, like everyone ran like one play that they liked and like spammed it versus like, so it was kind of boring. This was actually like, it was fun to watch, which is weird.
It's kind of like watching like bobsledding or something. Like you'd think it'd be the most boring thing, but because it's in the Olympics, it's like edge of your seat.
Yes. Question number 3. How many hearts does an octopus have? 4, 3, 2, or 1? I don't know this one. If it's anything more than 1, that's just weird. So the question is, if you were to like, remove one, is it like a kidney? Can they live without like one? I know it's kind of weird to think, but like,
that's a good question.
Do they need all of them? How many is it? What's the answer?
So it is 3 hearts.
So an octopus has 3 hearts.
It's kind of interesting. Okay, so the octopus has 8 like tentacles, legs, whatever.
Oh, Kyle, Stephanie's right. You put these as a number.
Oh yeah, I did.
Cardinal sin of this trivia. So hopefully it did count it right. Well, we don't know because it didn't tell us. All right, question number 4. Which state capital has the highest population? Sacramento, Phoenix, New Orleans, or Austin? All right, this is a stupid question. Is New Orleans really the capital of Louisiana?
I think so.
I thought it was like Lafayette or something. I honestly don't know.
Oh no!
Now you got me second guessing myself.
Hey, I mean, if it's not,
it might be Baton Rouge.
Hey, that's okay.
I guess I should have checked that one. So hopefully, look at that! I got some people with 3.
Aha!
Aha!
Yeah, Brian says Baton Rouge. Yeah. Hey, it didn't need to be right. I guess technically you threw them off.
That's right. All right, Dan. Do you know what the answer is?
It is Phoenix.
It is Phoenix.
I kind of, if anybody was paying attention earlier, which, obviously everybody was because everybody loves listening to me. And I did mention that I felt like a lot of people moved to Arizona. So maybe that was a subtle hint that might be coming up later.
All right, final question of the game. How long do elephants' pregnancies last? 24, 22, 20, or 18 months? So I think I do know this one, but I'm not 100% sure. A lot of people going with what I'm thinking 18 months, but I don't know that as a 100% fact. It just, if I remember right, it's like twice as long as if human female pregnancy.
So it actually is 22 months.
22 months. Woo!
I remember that from 7th grade science class with Mrs. Blyler. I double checked it too to make sure I was right on that, but I remember that.
It's one of those weird factoids right there.
Random fact. So this is gonna be interesting because I got a super duper interesting final question for once we're done computing everything here. Okay, so looks like Curtis has 2 now. Bobby has 2 now. And we got Jerry on the board. So we got ourselves an interesting little pickle. Because we have Brian at the top. So we have Brian in first right now going into the final question. We have, Dirk, Bobby, Kevin, and Curtis all with 2. And then we have Jerry, Stephanie, Mama S, and Mitchell with 1. So we kind of got like a nice, a pretty good grouping here. So if Kevin, Bobby, Dirk, or Curtis answer first, they'll tie Brian. If none of these people answer first correctly, Brian wins. And then we got a bunch of people vying for second place. So we kind of got an interesting thing here. So the question, it's a type-in answer. The first one to type it in correctly will get the point.
All right.
Which country was the first country to declare war in World War I? Think about it for a minute, Kyle. And I want you to, go ahead and throw an answer out. What's your gut telling you? Mitch says Dan's mustache. I love it.
That's right. With great mustache comes great responsibility.
Kev did get it correctly. Technically, Brian was right after him. It's actually Austria-Hungary. Same Austria-Hungary, was the first country to declare war. So technically, Kevin did get it just before Brian. So I'm going to give them to the tie. So Kevin and Brian both win with 3 points.
Do you want? We could do a super bonus.
Kyle's like, please let me. He came up with a. You could tell.
No, I haven't come up with a question.
He wasn't even thinking about my question. He was thinking of something different. We'll leave it there. We'll keep let those two win.
Always leave them wanting more.
Yeah. Stephanie says Canada. Has Canada ever declared war on anyone? Probably not. That'd be an interesting factoid to learn.
What's that?
Anyway, so guys, thank you so much. So congratulations to Kevin and Brian for winning tonight's trivia. And then in second place, we have Dirk, Bobby, and Curtis. And in third place, we have Jerry, Stephanie, Mama S, and Mitchell. So guys, thank you so much for playing. We will see you on Monday.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. So next week,
we got to figure out what we're doing.
Well, next Monday, we'll probably have to do a Thanksgiving special. We gotta.
Yeah, we'll do something Thanksgiving themed.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So, all right, guys. Have a good night. We'll see you on Monday.
Have a great night, guys.